I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news, live edition. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content with the people. Salute the Bucks Nation. Salute the friends and family. I just got back from what happened at Fiserv Forum between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's chop it up, friends and family. Before we get into it, a couple announcements I do want to make is that there was a couple. I looked through the chat last live. It was some real crazy stuff being said. Hey, my guy, cooking internet bums, you gotta relax, bro. I don't want to ban nobody, but you gotta be respectful of others and what they have going on. If not, I'm gonna tell the soldiers in the chat to block you, bro. Please be respectful in the chat. Please be respectful. And then I want to shout out my guy here real quick. Just bear with me, y'all. I'm a man of my word. I just want to make sure I say what I was doing. And then shout out to my guy Greg Delaney too. He hit me up on Instagram, said he appreciate the content. Shout out to you, Greg Delaney. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. So that's a couple of things I just wanted to get out the way. Just hey, this is a friends and family podcast. Be respectful in the chat. If not, we gonna get you up out of here. Salute, salute. Now let's get into this game. First, I just want to talk about the positives. The positives are that I did see the two-man game working with Giannis and Dame. I was seeing it. I was seeing some two-man game. I'm like, okay, that's positive. I saw Giannis actually perform a proper screen multiple times. That was a positive. Dame and Giannis both getting off is positive. They both went for almost 40. So we know that they can get it going together. The problem this team has is the others. I see you, Keys. What up, King Keys? The problem with this team is the others are not stepping up. Pat Connaughton is useless. Bobby P, you'll look at the numbers, you'll think he was effective unless you watch the game. Bobby P does some atrocious stuff, very low basketball IQ offensively and defensively. Brooke Lopez can't move. He's always I'm gonna start just calling him Star Scream because all he does is retreat and just retreating. But it at the end of the day, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm gonna go in these numbers, but we're gonna have a real conversation, y'all. I think people are just auditioning right now for who's gonna stay on this team because it's clear that we need changes. It's clear that we need changes. But also on another positive, I like Andre Jackson Jr. Getting considerable playing time. He gave Donovan Mitchell fits defensively way more than Gary Trent Jr. I like Andre Jackson Jr. on that second unit. He gives some energy, he gives fight, he plays defense, and he can push the pace. Also, I did see Dame playing with a little bit more up tempo today. And when they needed to speed it up, he'd get the offense going and then pass to Giannis so Giannis could dominate in transition. So exactly what I was talking about the last live, y'all could see come to fruition a bit today. I was telling y'all they can play together, but there has to be timing. And now y'all saw that timing. Like when Dame, like okay, so they kind of got a mini fast break. Dame is bringing it up, but then he see Giannis, he's gonna push it to Giannis and let Giannis finish. And that's what I was saying. But if the tempo slows down, then you give it to Dame and let Dame go through the offense. I also want to compliment Giannis on moving the ball. The ball wasn't really sticking in his hands today. He made a considerable effort to pass the ball, and he had a couple of nice dimes to Dame for threes. So I like what I saw from Dame and Giannis and Torian Prince. Torian Prince is by far our best bench player, by far to me. He's been the most consistent offensively and defensively out of any of our bench players. Yes, that's not won't be the case. I mean, he's starting now, but I think once he get to the bench, he'll be our most consistent player. Obviously, Bobby Portis is our main guy off the bench, but I don't think he'll be on this team for the whole year. I just don't see it. If y'all want to keep it real, we were playing well. We came out with good energy, and everything fell apart when two people came in the game. When Bobby Portis came in the game and Pat Connaughton came in the game, along with Brooks still being on the floor, is a recipe for failure. It is a recipe for failure. And I'm watching DeLon Wright closely as well. I thought he was supposed to be some type of defensive stopper. I'm not seeing much from DeLon Wright. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I'm not seeing much from DeLon Wright. This team needs to make wholesale changes. Like I said, I did see positives in the lineup. I did see some pick and roll. I've seen some ball movement, but our guys can't hit any open shots. Connaughton can't hit anything. Trent Jr. can't hit anything. AJ Green is completely out of the rotation. The problem is we can't shoot. We just can't shoot. Yeah, we can say, hey, we should have played better defense on the last play. They should have dove for the ball, all of that. But none of that would have mattered if Gary Trent could have hit a couple threes, if Pat could have hit a couple threes, if Bobby wasn't being a complete idiot. We got some low basketball IQ people we need to just get off of this team. I think that we have to be honest with ourselves. We need to be looking at a soft reboot and getting rid of almost everybody that isn't Dame and Giannis, and that's including Middleton. And now I'm disappointed in Khris Middleton because we were under the impression that Khris Middleton wasn't playing because the team was holding him back. And what we found out now officially is that the reason Khris isn't playing because he isn't ready yet. You got, and this is what I was telling y'all. Y'all always be thinking I just be talking sometimes trying to be funny. This is what I was telling y'all. When Khris isn't playing, look at the minutes that Giannis is playing. Let's put this on here. And y'all don't think this is going to affect his body, right? This don't matter at all, right, y'all? Let me put this up on here. This don't matter at all, right? Giannis playing 39 minutes. Dame playing 39 minutes because they don't have enough scoring. They don't have enough people that can get it done. They're paying 39 minutes. And for y'all to think that that's not going to affect Giannis over the long term of a season because your third scorer is rarely available, you're crazy. 39 minutes. And they've been playing these type of minutes this whole season because of Khris Middleton. Like I told y'all, it's a direct correlation of Khris not being available to people getting burnt out. Listen when I'm talking to y'all. You think that it's okay for Dame and Giannis at their age to be playing 39 minutes a game? Because if they sit, the whole team crumbles. We need to be looking, and I know that I was against this before. We need to be looking to move, like I said, Brooke, Bobby, Pat, even Khris should all be on the block. I think we should be trying to look to acquire Brandon Ingram. Yes, he has a little injury problem, but he's younger. He's a bigger body. He can shoot and hit big shots, and he can also distribute. We got to be looking. We got to be looking to do some things like that. And I know that we can't really do anything. I think until like December due to contract restrictions. But that's only like a month away, month and a half away. This is people auditioning. But I'm just telling you right now, y'all can't defend Bobby to me no more. Y'all can't defend Brooke no more. I don't want to hear nothing about Pat C no more. And Bobby P. These players need to go for us to flourish. They're holding us back. Those players I just mentioned are holding this team back. If you look when those players are on the floor together, they got to be like a negative 35 or something like that. They can't do nothing right. I feel bad for what Giannis and Dame are going through because they're doing their thing. Yes, Dame had a stinker the other day, but look how he bounced back. And I do want to also give the team effort, give the team props for playing hard. They're just not a smart basketball team. We're not a smart basketball team. But we did play hard today, I feel like. I saw a lot of effort. It's just people are consistently out of position on defense that led to open threes. Them and then hunting Brook on defense, which is what got Merrill going. They hunt Brook on defense. We got to make some changes, y'all. But I do respect that we played and fought hard in front of friends and family after getting blown out by 30. So I do appreciate the fight. Let's go over these numbers. I'm going to open up the lines real early here because I know y'all got a lot to say. Torian Prince with another solid game. 6 of 7, 4 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, no turnover, 16 points. Giannis being Giannis, 15 of 27, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. That's to be expected. 16 rebounds, 9 assists, no turnovers, 34 points. The much maligned Brook Lopez. You know why Brook Lopez is a mark? I'm gonna tell you why Brook is a mark. Even when Giannis is out on the wing, he's sitting out there asking to shoot threes. You big idiot. You went to Stanford, you dummy. You can't hit threes this year. You've been tricking threes all year. You got to be shooting like 20-some%. And I see you, even on that last play of the game, this dummy wanted to try to shoot the three. I don't like Brook. I want him off of here. I want Brook gone. I want Brook gone. He's a mark. Middleton is a mark too, but I want him gone. I'm gonna tap you in here in 1 second, sir. Let me just go through these numbers real quick. Dame with a great performance, 13 of 24, 10 of 15 for this dude hit 10 threes and we still lost. He did struggle from the free throw line, 5 of 8, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 turnover. Lopez, 3 turnovers. Gary Trent Jr., 3 turnovers. Bobby Portis, 2 turnovers. So the knuckleheads had Jackson Jr. had 3 turnovers. Our key players, our best players, had 1 turnover between the both of them. This isn't a Dame and Giannis problem. This is a others problem for this team. This isn't and Doc, I'm still watching Doc side eye, but I think this is a lot on the players. We got some trash players. Bobby had 10 and 8, but it was the nasty work 10 and 8. We hit 18 threes, 43, 89. We only shot 60% from the field. I mean, damn, man, we really shouldn't have lost this game. They shot 15 to 38, 48% from the field. They had balanced scoring. Donovan Mitchell with the big shot at the end, 30 points. Darius Garland did nothing, 11. Jared Allen, 15. Mobley, 14. Wade, 8. Okoro, 13. What hurt us was Mero having 17. This was a close game. All the numbers are close. It's just we just couldn't do it, y'all. It's just we got to make some changes. Let's just open up I'm gonna open up the lines here, y'all. Let me shout out the people that's in the chat real quick. Then I'm gonna get to it, y'all. I'm gonna tap y'all in here. 1 minute passing, B Shack. Give me 1 second. Let me just shout out everybody here. Shout out to Eli, what's good? 7Z, what's good? Milwaukee Ray, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in. Brandon King Carter in the building. Anthony, what's good? Eliza, one of the queens of the chat. OG, what's good? Gibson Nicholas, straight out of the Bahamas, what's good? John Jackson, Robert Brooks, my dude, Mr. Cool, the living legend. Kenny Mack, what's good? Oliver Story, B Shack, I know you got a lot to say. What's goody? Oliver Story, what's good? My boy Sadowski in the building. What's good, Sadowski? Pronte, what's good? Jeff Riley, straight out of the OC. What's good? Shout out to my boy Pass, straight out of Jersey. Appreciate y'all getting them likes up. My homie Dre West. Hey, Dre West, make sure to put in the chat what I missed from your super chat the other day. My bad, bro. My bad. There was a lot going on, fam. Shout out to my homie Dre West. You know it's all love, bro. I never forget no super chats like that on purpose, bro. Salute. Patricia P, what's good? One of the queens of the chat. What up, Patricia? I see y'all in here. Quick draw McGraw, what's good, bro? Travis 414. Daniel, Bleacher Report. Orton Boss, what's good? Mia Kim, what up, ma'am? How you doing? Teron, what's good? Matt, what's good? I see y'all. Derek Stevenson, what's good? We got a lot to talk about. Nico Sonic, King Temp, King Keys, what's good, bro? Salute to the fam. Just seen my boy King Keys at the game. Hey, we gotta chop it up soon, Keys. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. Durante, what's good? Jimmy Roller, my guy, what's good? I know more than you, what's good? Lance Vang, State of Mind. I see all y'all in the building. Let me tap in the people real quick. Let's get this going. I know it's a lot to be said. I want to make sure everybody get on. All right. Y'all know these gentlemen. To the bottom left, we got B Shack. Bottom right, we got Pass. We got B Shack coming out of Florida. We got the homie Pass coming out of straight out of Jersey. What's good, gentlemen? Another loss, a lot to talk about, but I do think it was some positives in this game. As far as I've seen chemistry developing between Giannis and Dame, because I think that's what this season is going to be about them figuring out. Because what's around them is a lot of garbage.
I think there's way more positive. Yeah, I think there's way more positives than negatives here in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
The Damian Giannis connection looks much better now.
Correct.
It's not where I want it to be fully, but it's so much. It looked like it actually worked.
I saw them do a couple of plays. I'm like, okay. I saw a little pick and roll. Giannis throwing some real screens. I was like, okay, all right.
The best thing about that was that behind the back pass that I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
Giannis do.
And then for Dame to actually make the three was important.
No, Dame's 3-pointer was really good this game. I think he
Yeah.
made 10 threes this game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we
So
wasted
the
it.
issue is what it's been consistently is the others. I don't know how to look. You gotta let go of Bobby Portis. It's simple as that, man.
You got
You can't. He's a toxic. He's a toxic ex. You gotta let go. He's that toxic girlfriend. We're in an abusive relationship with him. You gotta let him go at some point.
right.
I know the fans like him, but he's hurts our team more than he helps at this point. It
I
makes
agree.
sense when you had Drew, it made sense because you didn't have the same offense. You need something there. Now you have Damian Giannis. When I was seeing Bobby keep posting up when Giannis and Dame are both on the floor there, there's way better options for a basket, and you keep seeing the same possession over and over again of a post up Bobby, and it ended up the same way each time. I think he only made like one.
Go ahead, Pat.
And then the other thing is this is just on Doc. I don't know why you're not playing AJ Green over Pat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That one makes no sense to me because at this point Pat looks like he's just not the same guy anymore.
Pat is trash. I'm
He's
not
just
gonna
not
even
the
hold you. Pat is
he
trash.
looks closer to retirement than anyone else
Right.
here on this team.
I agree. I agree.
And I will say this about Trent. The thing with shooters is that they do have cold streaks. I'd
Yeah.
rather him have a cold streak early on the season than when it matters most. So I will give him a little bit of benefit of doubt. Now, missing this many is crazy, but law of averages said
He was 1 of 10 from the field today, 1 of 7 from three.
yeah, law of averages exists for a reason.
Right.
Sooner or later, he's going to hit something. So that's the one thing I will hold out for. That might be a complete thing that I'm just guessing on, but that's one thing I feel like will happen. So I'm not worried about that. I am worried about DeLon though, because I don't know what
The
he does.
line looked super mid. He looks super mid.
I don't know. DeLon, maybe DeLon will look better with Khris because I know he did have an injury early on, so maybe that's affecting him. I don't know. I don't know who he got the injury from. I don't know if it's from Giannis or it's from what's our other center, the young rookie guy,
Rollins?
Liam. No,
Oh,
the
Liam.
center,
Okay.
Liam,
Okay.
whatever his name is. Because that man can. I saw how that man screens. He might have hit him.
All right, B Shaq. Well, how you feel about today's game? What up, Bleacher Report boss? Appreciate you tapping in as well. Go ahead, B Shaq.
Listen, man, I feel good. I feel good. I'm gonna try to give a different perspective.
All right, one sec before you go, let me just get Monalando super chat before you go, B Shaq. Monalando, appreciate the $5 super chat. The Giannis and Dame 2-man game was near perfect tonight. TP and Brook played okay. Ajax played goof energy. Everyone else was cheeks. We can work. Appreciate you, Monalando. Salute out to Canada. Go ahead, B Shaq.
Yeah, we need to take that first quarter and put it in a bottle because that energy, Giannis and Dame came out with purpose. They were fired up. Giannis was fired up. I remember one play specifically, Dame was bringing the ball up and Giannis was clapping at him. And I thought, first second was like, give me the ball, let me go to work. But he was clapping at him to come his way so he could set a
Set a
pick.
screen. Yep.
A screen.
Yep. Great call.
Yeah, and
Great
then
call.
and then Giannis and Dame were really vibing. A couple times coming off the floor like, yeah. They thought we was trash. Now we about to show them. And just the spirit of that, because you got to understand, the Bucks are the top of the basketball world for all the wrong reasons right now. Right. And so I think in a way, all the hate is galvanizing them.
Okay.
And listen, you gotta listen. There's, I think tonight, perhaps Prince was the only
one
real help they had.
Yep.
So watch this. Dame had difficulty getting open in certain parts of the game. The Cavs have like the third best defense in the NBA. They allow the fewest points, like they're the third fewest points in the league. They had no help, and Giannis and Dame still almost scored 40. I want you to understand this. The positive is if the subs and the supporting cast just does a little bit,
They just gotta do a little, just a little.
You can't play Dame and Giannis that tight with them playing the way they're supposed to play. So if they still almost score 40 with no help, I want y'all just to imagine just the guys playing their averages. Right now, I believe they're playing below their average. Trent Jr. is shooting like trash now.
Right.
We're not getting anything from Pat. Bobby right now is hurting the team. He is hurting the team. He's a ball stopper. He's a sieve on defense.
He's a black hole on offense. It'll be people wide open on the wing. He just dribble, head down. Bobby is on a different type of time. Shout out to Bobby.
Nah, man.
I told you he has CTE for a reason.
He is no longer the mayor of Milwaukee. He's the mascot.
Right.
So
Get Bango now.
Get it,
Bango now.
Nah, man. Bobby's hurting us. But I like what I saw tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The energy was good. The pick and roll, the two-man game I saw tonight, it can work.
Yep.
It can work, especially if Dame and Giannis wanted to work, and I think they want to work. I think they understand now that they don't want the type of press they're getting right now, and I think they want to turn this around. We almost gave the Cavs their first loss.
Right.
They're 7-0. We almost gave them their first loss, and we only lost by 1 point with a last-second shot. I personally feel like that last defensive possession, Doc should have substituted Trent Jr. for Ajax. He should have been in on defense on Mitchell on that last play to make it hard for him to shoot over. Plus, he got long arms.
And those are the type of decisions, B-Shack, sorry to interject here, is what makes me question Doc's IQ. Because to us, it was common sense at the game. Like, Ajax was giving Mitchell problems all night. He was in it, and if you notice, Mitchell started to get frustrated, and that's why he started calling for screens to get a switch to get to Dame or to Gary Trent because Ajax was giving him too many problems. So I think Ajax has earned his minutes. Let me just say that. I just want to say Ajax is earning his minutes. Go ahead, B-Shack.
He's earning his minutes because he has to stop being scared of the basket, man.
Right.
I mean, you can't be an NBA player
and turn and that layup was crazy. That was crazy.
Looking up at the basket, turning white, and then passing the ball out. You can't do that.
Yeah, he looked confident on that threes. That's it.
Yeah, he looks better. He looks more confident on the threes than around the
regular
basket.
shot. Yep, I agree.
So overall, man, I think we should be encouraged. We got everything but the win. Our stars showed up, and we had no help. It can only go up. It can only go up from here, man. It can only go up from here.
I agree, but one thing we do have to address, though, B-Shack, I think we need to address. I was waiting for you to bring it up. Maybe you're gonna bring it up later. Is that our guards are getting killed on screens? They're not. I don't know if it's fighting over or under, but we are getting destroyed on screen, and it's not just Dame. It's Gary Trent. It's all the guards are having problems getting around screen, and I don't understand what the issue is. But go ahead, B-Shack. Then we'll go to Bleacher Report boss.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to agree with Mr. Cool in the chat. I may be in the minority on this, but I right now I wish we had Pat Bev, because then with Pat Bev wasn't scared. Pat Bev had IQ.
Right.
He knew how to generate offense. Man, Pat Bev would come in and start he dribble over the place. He would find open cutters, and every once in a while, man, he would go on a scoring streak. So I hate that we don't have him right now, because he's like a Swiss Army knife.
Correct.
But we need cats. We need cats on the perimeter, man. That can fight over screens. You're right. that can put some pressure on the opposing guards. But man, I don't know what's going on with Khris. I'm really worried about if Khris is really well. You said he's ready to. I mean, he's been cleared to play, but I think
He's
right
not. He
now,
said
man,
he's not ready.
Wait, where's this
nah, man,
report from?
I'm very disappointed with Khris, man. I don't know what to say about the situation. I think if he was on the floor, we would not. I think at the very least, at the worst, we'd be at 500 or close to
But that's the thing,
500.
though. We got to stop. You know what? We got to stop this now. Let's stop counting on Khris on this team. This is like counting on Kawhi to be on the Clippers. We gotta look at this team as Khris Middleton is not on this team. We got to be real. How often is he on this team? He moonlights as a player for us. He moonlights as a player. It's just ridiculous. I can't believe it. I'm off of the Middleton bandwagon. Because you keep holding out hope. Oh, he's gonna come back this time. He ain't gonna get hurt again. And it's always something. Now both your ankles, and we don't know when you coming back. Y'all thought I was trying to be funny when I was saying December. That don't look so funny no more. Do it. It don't look.
I'll give
It
I'll
don't
give
look
him
so
4 more.
funny no more. Do it, B Shack. I'll finish your statement, B Shack. Then we will go to Bleach Report Boston. Go spin the block the pass.
No, man, I'm good.
Okay.
I just think that we've got to pull the positives after how bad the Memphis game was. We've got to pull the positives out of this. We can nitpick about this game, but they fought, man. They
Right.
were on the floor. I was glad that they fought, man. They didn't die when the Cavs made their push and looked like they might pull away. They fought back, man. And I'm proud of the Bucks tonight.
Yeah, they fought. That's one of the things I was happy about. They fought. Let me get our guys our favorite op super chat. 1 second, hold on. No strays ENT. Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. Our favorite op. I was rooting for the Bucks to win, so Celtics could take first place, but I guess no one gonna bring up Giannis blowing that layup at the end of the game. He
Oh,
played
come on.
40 minutes, bro. I mean, what do
You
y'all
know,
want?
he
I
actually
mean, Giannis
he
and
got
Dame
fouled
played
on that.
40 minutes,
He,
bro. Like,
he was
Well,
fouled on that play though.
and he
That's
and he
also
was
the thing.
fouled, yes, but we don't get fouls. We don't ever get fouls. Don't even worry about that. We don't get fouls.
I
Don't
saw
worry about that.
Jared Rackins. I think it was Evan Mobley or one of
Yeah.
the bigs. Their hand was 100% on his shooting hand. It was
Oh
right
yeah,
on his elbow.
absolutely. But why would
I
why would
looked
we
at the
get a
replay.
call at home?
I paused it. I went back and kept looking. His hand was hitting that arm. Because
I
Giannis is not
thought
in this
Dame
skills
won it for
normally.
us. I'm like, man, we can play a little bit of defense. Dame, he hit that and that's the other thing. As much as y'all be bombing on Dame, Dame always come through in them clutch moments, don't he? As much as
Oh,
y'all like to bomb on Dame, y'all want him to have that ball when a game on the line, don't y'all? Y'all don't want nobody else with that ball, do y'all? As much as y'all talk crazy, y'all want when Dame got that ball, I see everybody excited, like we good now. We good now. But then y'all trash it. Then y'all are trash it. Y'all gotta understand, Dame and Giannis is all we got, literally.
yep.
They G Money and Nino Brown. We just gotta support them. They G Money and Nino Brown. Hey, they don't got. It's just them. I'll give Torian Prince his credit. He been helping. But if we keep it at a thousand, Giannis and Dame have not had help this year. We can't blame Dame this year. Y'all wanted to bomb up for the bad game. I get it. He had a bad game. But look at the redemption. He shot terrible, and then the next game you hit 10 threes. That shows me intestinal fortitude and heart. That's what that shows me. And at the clip that he was shooting, plus playing 40 minutes, do y'all understand that we are wearing these dudes out already because we don't get no help from the others? Our others are terrible. I don't want to see one smile from a bench player, or I think they should slide their jaw. It ain't nothing to be smiling about right now. I don't want to see no smiling on the sideline, no dapping, no dancing, no Gatorade, nothing. Until they win. We haven't won in like a week. What is going on with this Milwaukee Bucks team? How can y'all see Giannis and Dame going out like this and y'all don't help at all? Y'all not trying to even help at all? Y'all can't even dive for loose balls besides Andre Jackson Jr. I hate you, Pat Connaughton. I hate you. I hate you. You're one of the biggest problems on this team and this organization. Why won't you go away?
Yeah, but he has property in Milwaukee though.
I
What do you
hate you,
mean?
Pat Connaughton. I want you gone.
He has property here though.
I'll buy it from you. I got leverage. Let's talk. Just to get you up out of here, I want you gone. Pat is useless. But did y'all not see how this game just fell apart when Bobby P came in the game? Pat Connaughton came in the game. It immediately went downhill. Immediately. Y'all are scrubs. No TLC, just scrubs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me when we were watching?
No
These dudes
TLC.
played four. Giannis and Dame had almost 40 apiece and we still lost. How is that possible? Dame hit 10 threes and it didn't matter. How is that possible? I can tell you why it's possible. Bobby P, we want you gone too. You can do this somewhere else. You can take that Johnny Manziel foolishness somewhere else. You're a black hole, sir, on defense and offense. I've never seen someone so aloof on defense in my life. Bobby P is not even paying attention at all on defense. At all. And on offense, he tunnel vision. So you pass the ball to Bobby, and if he passes it back out to you, and you pass it back to him, you should be fine. You should be fine. Because you already know if you pass it back, you're not getting it back. You should be fine.
Daniel, you got to do that again. You got to do that again,
Bobby
Daniel.
don't know about ball movement. Bobby get that ball, he do that little slow, taking all the time off the shot clock. Damn, man. It's common sense. We need to get rid of so many players on this team. It need to be a mass exodus. A mass exodus of players need to happen on this team. It's hard to watch. And then my guy, what's my man's name? DeLon Wright? Oh, you mid. You should be playing for the Ignite. You should be playing for the Ignite. You are super mid. I'm going to get this super chat to get a floor to you, Bleach Report boss. My bad. I got in my bag for a minute. My bad, bro. These cats got me hot. Hold on, I got to get my man Dre West. I missed him last time. What up, Dre West? Appreciate the 199 super chat. Pat C rebuilt Lincoln Park, bro. He got a pass.
Yeah! It's one with Tom
Dre West, we gonna talk offline about that super chat. We gonna talk offline.
Nah, he was joking about that. He's joking about that super chat.
Was good. We gotta talk about Brooke. We've been talking about Brooke. I was talking about, you gotta understand, sir. If you've been watching this platform for a couple years, after we won the championship, I wanted to trade Brooke and Khris Middleton. I was on my Belichick time, and we should have listened, because look at these players now. I think, you know what? My mom is closing in on 70. I think her body is in better shape than Middleton. I really feel like that. Hey, Mom, if you watch it, I think you in better shape than Middleton. Real talk, no joke. I told you that when you was at the house. I mean that for real. Let me get this one last super chat here, and then I got you. Yeah. Monolando, appreciate the $5 super chat. Bobby 6'10", playing like he 5'9". He can't get a rebound and play better defense than Bobby, and I'm 5'9". I'm locking Bobby up. Stop season. I
guarantee you.
I got
right.
you. Hey, you know
he's
what
right
it is, too? And then Brooke went to Stanford. That's what bothered me. That's a school of pride. They like a top 20 school in the country as far as intelligence, and you do some of the most stupidest stuff I have ever seen. Like Starscream, all you do is Starscream on defense. Just retreat. Decepticons, retreat. That's all he's doing is retreating. How are you gonna play defense if you constantly falling back and allowing people to get to the rim? I want you gone too. I want you sent to Disneyland to go hang out with your brother at the condo y'all got down there. You do that. We don't need you here. Go ahead.
Yeah, stop your goddamn that.
Right. Yeah. Man, go ahead, Bleacher Report boss. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
I gotta make you guys smile a little bit, man.
Right.
I watched that whole game. It was just pretty much the first quarter alone was so nice and crisp. They had to call 2 timeouts the way the Bucks are pushing the ball down the court. And, I'm not super upset about this loss because they was doing it, but Damian was doing their thing. They was doing
Right.
guys doing screens. They was going off his screens. They was playing together. It just the it's just the bench didn't do anything. And this, I mean,
They both shot over 50%.
what else you want?
Dame was 13 of 24, 10 of 15 from three,
10 and 15
15
is
of
crazy.
27 for Giannis. What
I
else
mean,
can you want your superstars to do? What else could they do?
Literally, only criticism you can have for both of them is just their free throws. That's it.
That's it. That's it. But you know
For
what?
Giannis is standard. We know
Right.
he's not a good free throw. For
He
Dame, it's fine.
almost had a triple-double.
Yeah,
You know?
right. He was one assist away from a triple double. Dame and Giannis had 9 assists apiece. They got no help. What else could they have done today? Real talk. Dame had 9 dimes. Giannis had 9 dimes. This problem is not Giannis and Dame. They're cool. It's everything else. It's everything else, including coaching. It's everything else. They
man,
came out with a purpose to win this game today. Giannis and Dame played to win today. They tried to set the tone early, like they teach you in the book of coaching. Hey, we gonna come out here. We gonna set the tone early. We get going off. Then the other guys we'll bring the other guys along. The problem was the others never came along for the ride. This was a
That's
solo mission.
the one
This was a
positive
solo
is
mission.
that these players are tradable.
Yeah, but not until December. I think a lot of these players aren't tradable till December.
I think some of them are, but not all of them. And also, we had to wait for other teams to be ready because I
Right.
think even if ours are ready, if they're not, we have to see still. I mean,
think-
it'd be great if Bobby was playing well because then his trade value would be up higher, but he's
Right.
not, so it's going down.
you can
Hold on
trade
one
back-
second, Bleach Report boss. I know more than you appreciate $2 super chat. Billy Hoyle and Nino Brown and Chris Humphreys gotta we gotta get some people up out of here. Go ahead, Bleach Report boss. Shout out to you. I know more than you appreciate the $2, my dude.
I remember Chris Hunt because he was messing with Chris Carter.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God, he ruined his career. Ruined that man's career.
Right.
My thing is, if you have every other team coming, and they know your two players is Dame and Giannis, and I mean the bench ain't showing up. You can trade Pat, you can trade Brook away if you want to. You can even trade away Bobby. Yeah, I think Deron Wright, the other players you just signed, you can't trade them till December, but it gotta be some moves gotta be made right now. They can. I mean, I was hearing about Delonte Walker. They can sign. I was hearing rumors about that this morning.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that too. They got to do something because they need a third scorer, and that's the problem. You got you tire them out. They got to play all these minutes, and I was like, and then the fourth quarter, Damian played until like 7 minutes out to the fourth quarter. But then, like, do you tell me how much time he played? I'm like, oh man, he played 39 minutes. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I think the Cavs was like, man, they trying to win this game for real. And they had shock on their face. Like, you can see their faces. Like, man, this team really trying to beat us tonight. It was to the point where they was fighting for this ball. And one of the Cavs got the ball, time out, man. I was just enjoying the fight they had out there. I enjoyed the pride they had out there.
They fought. That's one thing I definitely would say. They fought. They definitely fought.
That same pride I was talking about, that's all I want to see out there. And I did see that tonight, but I'm just upset
Appreciate
that
the new subs.
they just couldn't finish the job. I mean, I think my honest opinion, I think Dame scored too fast. I think he should have held that ball till the end.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, we had 9 seconds. That's way too much time.
Yeah, way too much time. That was the only problem I had with that last play. But other than that, it's a give and take with that at all. You don't know if you're going to make it or not.
Right.
But you have to have these guys ready for every game like this. They can't, you got to go through hell to get to heaven.
Right.
I mean, this team is going to have to go through this hell point right now because they haven't played together. Giannis and Dame really haven't played together that much. And don't get me started how many times them Giannis and Middleton been together on the court same time. But it's just that this team needs to really, now they lost this game, yeah, and then you can play them right away on Monday. Then you won't play them again until December, and that's it. You're not even gonna see the final form. They're not even gonna see the final form of us, and we're not gonna see the final form of them. So I would take this as a learning experience to go through the season. So I just remember how last year we had the easiest schedule. Right now, it seems like we got the hardest part of schedule right now. I'm going through
Right.
it, but
We just gotta fight through this one.
I'd rather just get through this. So what, and let's ask ourselves a serious question right now. Does the seeds really matter right now? It really doesn't, because the Bucks lost in the playoffs already 3 times. I mean, two times. They need to just get in the playoffs healthy. That's all I want. Get in the playoffs healthy. You can be anybody. They gave the Boston. They gave something. The Cavaliers all they could. They're bragging about how they 7. It doesn't matter to the playoffs. It's a broken record. Like, this team is going to be okay. It just, we all agree that they need to get rid of some of these players because they're not gelling very well with Damian Giannis. And I just think that if once that happens, they get that third consistent scorer, and we don't have to depend on when Khris Middleton coming back, I think we'll do better.
That third, the Mr. Street Clothes right there, sitting on the bench every other game, and he'll probably get injured again.
What gets me about Khris Middleton? He actually had the nerve to get mad at us because we calling him out. He's like, "Well, I'm not injury prone." Yes, you are.
Right. Your middle name is injured, Mark.
You missed the street clothes.
I get his point.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get my man Saul Cali here. What up, Saul Cali? Appreciate the $1.99 super chat. Hey, yo, avatar thumbnail is crazy, bro. That is hilarious. George Niang, aka the minivan, was owning Bobby. Yeah, Niang was giving Bobby work. He was giving Bobby work. Shout out to Sal Cali. Go ahead, Pass.
I understand about Khris saying like, oh, he's not injury prone, because the injuries that he did have are very unlucky injuries. But it's consistent is the problem. The problem is that they're consistently in the same spot.
Pass, can you see that comment that's on the screen right now? Fran said this roster is full of Tony Snells. Is hilarious.
There's a lot of them.
Hey, B-Shack, that ain't no. Hey, that's a reasonable comment. Fran K, shout out to Fran K. This roster is full of Tony Snells. Is nasty work.
Are they wrong though? Like, what does Pat do nowadays? What does Pat do?
That's what does he do for this team? That's completely legitimate to say. That's completely legitimate. Unfortunately,
the Nasses had those points too, but at least the Nasses had energy and gave something to the team. But I don't know what Pat does. He doesn't do anything on this team. He's just there to take money. That's it.
And he's stealing a lot, $9 million, and he got a player option for next year. You think he's not gonna take his player option? You're crazy.
He was gonna try
to.
You can't.
If Horst is smart, which he isn't, he would trade him, but he's not. So,
B-Shack, how you feel about all that, man?
Well, listen, I think that I think Pat needs to go, man. I think Bobby needs to go.
Yeah.
And if Khris Middleton is not injury prone, then what does injury prone look like?
That's the thing. Yep.
I mean.
Here you go. You about to take off.
Like?
He about to take off.
What is he talk? What are we talking about here?
Get in, B-Shack. Get in.
Everybody, anyone who's injury prone, that's the problem. They always get freak injuries. What is he talking about? So anyway, I think any other team tonight other than the Cavs, we beat.
Yeah,
the
agreed.
Cavs are uniquely suited to challenge the Bucks. They got two bigs, man. They got a dynamic scoring guard in Mitchell
and Garland. So, Garland just couldn't handle Dame tonight. Dame was
I forgot Garland was in this game. I'll be honest, I forgot he existed today.
Yeah,
I did not even notice he was on the court.
Dame was cooking him tonight. And for people saying Dame lost a step, it didn't look like it. I think it's about his energy level and his passion during that game. Because he was getting around Garland just fine. He was getting around Garland and everybody else just fine to the hoop. So I think it's about him playing with a lot of effort. And I think he's trying to manage his, because you know what? I think Dame is trying to manage his
level of seriousness.
His stamina, because you're playing 40 minutes. You can't go all out 40 minutes. 33 years old.
It's with the games too. If you look at what type of when he does when these games are. If they're bigger games, he takes them more seriously. When it's games against the a Grizzlies team that's completely like ripped apart because they're all injured. He takes it a
Right.
lot slower. He looked terrible that game. He looked great
Celtics
this
is
game.
another game he looked good in.
Yeah, and he looked good against Philly. Those are all teams that are playoff teams. I mean, Memphis is a playoff team, but they're just injured, so you're not gonna
Right.
take it seriously.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get off because I'm still working tonight.
Okay, I
Anyway,
got you. Salute,
let me say,
salute.
um, I think when you're getting this little from your bench, uh, I think this is the time you need to play some of the young guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the energy. See, energy alone. You ever heard the term that that the ball something about the ball finds energy or something like that, or vice versa. The energy itself is going to lead to some good things. Whether it's getting some extra fouls, whether it's some deflections, steals, runouts, speeding up the pace of the game. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And I'm not saying clear the bench and bring in all the young guys. I'm like, bring in my man
AJ Green,
bring in
Tyler Smith,
AJ
Yeah.
Green. Try the tall lean boy with the
Tyler
shot,
Smith, Tyler Smith.
Dallas Smith. I mean, just see what they can do, because when you're getting this little, that's the time to give them a shot, because you never know what you can find. And so that's what I think they should try to do. But we know Doc, that's not something that he generally does. Go to young guys, but I don't see what you can lose now by doing that. I really don't. Other than that, man, I think we should take the positive. When we go to Cleveland, that's going to be a tough game, but I think at least they know that we can play with them, and we know we can play with them. So what's going to hurt is we pull off that win. If we're able to win that game, that means we could have had two in a row because we let this one go.
Right.
And I have no doubt we'll win and we'll beat the Jazz. So
Yeah.
we'll see
I
what
don't know
happens. We'll
about
see what
that.
happens in Cleveland, man. We'll see what happens in Cleveland. If we put together two solid games in a row, I think we'll be due to make a little run, starting with the Jazz game.
That's possible. I'm with that.
All right, fellas.
All right, appreciate you.
Peace.
Appreciate you. Let me
Yeah.
get this super chat. Appreciate you, sir.
All right, y'all.
Monalando. All right, no. Let me
I
tap
think
out
you
the
read this one
legend
already.
here. Hey, shout out to my man B Shaq. Let me redo this real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me tap you back in, Bleacher Report boss. All right, let me get my man Monalando super chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat here in a moment. Bobby 6'10" playing like he 5'9". Oh yeah, I got this one
Yeah,
already
you
from
read
you,
this one already.
Monalando. Hold on, let me scroll down. That was your old one. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Monalando. I got you. Because I missed a couple people's last time. So I'm going to make sure I don't miss none this time. Hold on 1 second. My boy Milwaukee Black, what's good? Appreciate the $2 super chat. Milwaukee Black said, Khris don't care. He just got that icy hot endorsement. That's hilarious.
He's doing
Baby
those ads
Ben
with
Gay,
Shaq.
fam. Baby Ben Gay is hilarious. It's hilarious. All right,
He's
we'll
doing
go
the
ahead.
icy hot
There it
ads
is,
with Shaq
Monalando. My
now.
bad, bro. Here go the $2 super chat. Khris should just come off the bench. Less Bobby Black Hole. I'm not mad at him coming off the bench. I think that would be dope. Go ahead, pass.
Simple solution to that is just trading Bobby. Honestly, he doesn't need to be on this team. He has to. He would have. He should have gone. He should have gone last year.
That's fair.
And this is the thing with the trade you can do. The Lonnie Walker thing you can do, but you have to wait until a certain point because you have to wait for the buyout time. So you'd have to buy out his contract, which is like $400K or something like that, like $425K to buy that out because he's playing overseas. You have to wait for that to go through, then you can sign him.
Okay.
So I think that's like 30 games or almost 40 games in. So it's end of the season almost. That's middle of the season. You can get him. You can't get him now. You have to
Okay.
wait a long time for him. Everyone else, I think you should be able to trade. My question is about the young guys. What happened to Khris Livingston?
Yeah, they're complete.
I haven't heard anything about him. I never see him even there. Why is he still in the G League? He looked like the best person on the floor during summer league, and he's still in the.
Thank you.
I don't know what's going on with him. Like, what are we doing with him? Do they just don't want him anymore?
Maybe Doc does really have a problem playing young guys. I mean,
No,
Andre
that's
Jackson
true.
Jr.
That is true, though. That actually is true. Doc does not like playing young guys. He even with Maxey, he had an issue with it. When Maxey in Philly, he still had an issue with it. That was 10 years ago. Only time he plays young guys is when he has no choice. He saw Ajax play well, which is why he likes him, because he plays how he likes to play. That's the type of player that Doc likes. That's why he's playing him. He liked AJ Green at that time because he was only a young guy who was shooting well. And
Right.
he had no choice. Now AJ Green's not shooting well. He's not even playing him.
Yeah,
He'll throw them out quickly.
That's a way to break a young player's confidence too. Sal Cali, appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Pat should donate his legs to Khris. Khris with white legs is better than Khris with no legs at this point. What the hell, bro?
Oh man,
that was wild.
Khris needs to go to MIT. He needs to get those robotic legs right now. He needs to go to MIT. Be like, hey, turn me into a cyborg. You can play cyborg in DC right now. Go to the movies. Go to Hollywood. Be like, hey, I'm gonna be the new cyborg for the new DC
we
movie.
got Gibson.
We have the technology.
Yeah, we gotta let Gibson talk. He almost fell asleep. Go ahead and give us your take, Gibson. Yeah, then we gonna let you go. Go ahead, Gibson.
Sleep, bro.
Salute to the panel. I so frustrated right now, but salute to the panel. Salute to Pastor Mendo because I shout you out today. And Brent chat today. I saw you in the chat. I was in the chat along with you.
Yeah, he got that wrong. I was right about that. He said that Mitchell was a player dropper. I know for sure I was right about that. Don't test me on that stuff. I know what I'm right.
Go ahead, Gibson.
So the only little concern I have with this team is that I must give credit where it is due. Let's shout out to Dame and Giannis who played a hard out tonight. It was only them two and Torian Smith. It was only them three came to play. Only them three.
Facts.
Now we need to clean up house. House have to get clean. We have some fellas who's on this team was holding on this team too long. Middleton, you've been milking this team too long. I think John Horse, when you making that trade, you might as well just go out the door with them. Go with them. You got to clean out. We need a new GM who know how to draft. We need that.
Owners.
We need owners. Some owners who that owner they got
Gibson,
there.
stop pulling punches. We need a reboot. We need a damn near clean, complete house besides Dame and Giannis. And maybe Andre Jackson Jr. or maybe a couple of young. We need to get damn near all these cats up out of here. And Torian Prince has been solid. But go ahead, Gibson.
Is he playing well because Ham is here?
But it really hurt me that we need another big man. We need another big. Lopez pissed me off tonight. You was that big 7-foot idiot. You can't grab no rebound. You just let Mitchell blow by you. I said, let's look at that big idiot. Giannis and Dame did all they could, but the role players ain't helping out. But the role players cost us this game. Gary Trent Jr. missed all those shots, cost us this game tonight. Gary Trent cost us this game. If he didn't foul, and why in the hell did the Bucks trade Sam Merrill? Why in the hell all the players we trade always go?
We're gonna probably end up trading AJ Green, and he gonna probably turn into something to keep it real.
Yeah, because
we're gonna probably end up trading AJ Green. The writing is on the wall.
Our development team is terrible. It's simple as that. We don't have a development staff.
Right.
We never had one.
Could they hire me down there to push the call a rally or something down there? If you all need me to fly from the Bahamas down there one day so we could put a rally together to find out the Bucks organization. What the hell is taking them so long to establish one development program for the young guys? What is taking them so long?
They've had 3 good development players. That's it. 3.5 if you want to count Dante, but Dante was not good for us until he left.
Yeah, that's how yeah,
That's the
Dante doesn't
problem.
count. Dante was trash before we let him go. And that's why we let him go. Yeah, people like to talk about stuff after the fact. They act like you don't get traded when you're hooping, ladies and gentlemen. When you're
No,
playing
you don't.
well, the team will not trade you. When you're not
Right.
playing well is why you're getting traded. Why we
Yep.
want to trade Bobby Portis is because he's not playing well.
No, even if he's
Amber,
playing well, I still want him gone. Even if he's playing well, I want him gone.
Uh,
He's because
Amber,
he always goes back.
Go ahead,
Amber.
Gibson. Yeah, I agree with you. Go ahead, Gibson.
Okay, I think now we have to get serious. The setup is we need to go off this thing. I didn't already put the list together. It's Lopez,
Yeah.
Middleton got to go, Portis got to go, Connaughton got to go. All these players them have to go. Like what Pastor Mendez said a little earlier, Bobby Portis is hurting this team, and I watch it. You can't be in the game you wanted to fight, man. This ain't out there in the streets. You in the front of a crowd.
But
You
it's not
represent,
even that though, Gibson. He's just doing stupid stuff on offense and defense.
man.
He has very low IQ. Like very
And
low
we
IQ.
and we need a big man. We need another big man because if you look at how Cleveland, well, they have two young big man. We only have one that's a 7-footer who want to be a guard who don't want to rebound. We don't know what type of fire they need to light under Brook Lopez behind to make sure he could rebound. He don't want to rebound
What
for
are you
one type of
there's
reason.
Gibson. There's no helping Brook. Brook got Adrian Griffin fired for trying to change his game. Brook is who he is. That's
I
why
want
we need to get Starscream off of this team. I want you gone, Starscream. I want you
Starscream.
gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's
He
funny?
Starscream, I
We
want
could have
you out
gotten
of here.
we could have gotten
He
Allen
got
actually at one point. We
Yeah,
had a chance
I
to get him.
know. I know. Shout out to Horace being stupid.
You could have
I
he
traded
need
Brook
to
for
go.
him.
Horse
I got
need to go too. Horse need to be the voice when
Oh
they
yeah, he
fire
need to
out
go
there.
too. Absolutely.
Yeah, they need to make. We need a new GM. A GM with making sense. Get rid of Horse because Horse screwed this whole thing at him, giving all those picks for
But
crying out five
what we
seconds.
gotta talk about though, y'all, is like what the fix is. And I don't think the fix is I don't know what the fix is besides moving people. I don't think this is a coaching staff issue. I don't think it's
I
anything like I think it's a lot
I,
about personnel that's
I
affected. We
think
don't have good personnel.
Amber,
There's a bit of
I got
everything in every spot that you
Yeah.
can look at.
Amber, I gotta tell you what the problem is. Even Prati probably would have said this if he was on here. These players, besides Johnson, besides Giannis and Dame, are just lazy. They are. They just lazy.
Mm.
There's something that Ponte probably would have said it was on here right now because they just play lazy. They don't want to. They don't want to work hard. They act like veterans. I watched Brook tonight. He didn't want to get a rebound. It was one point that Mitchell went side on him. He's not even trying to block the ball. He's complaining.
And I'm tired of that tap
Yep,
out stuff too.
I'm tired of tap
yep,
out. He's just playing lazy. He wants to be a shooter, but he's not. He's 7 foot nothing, and he just want to shoot all the damn time. He
yep.
him and then I'm trying not to be so like honest mean about it, but it's like that's what the problem is. When we have a guy that won you a championship, like how Giannis helped Brook win you a championship, and you still couldn't even put up like 5-10 points. You didn't play in the next series, might I add. Brook
That's
or
embarrassing.
Forrest didn't play in that series. They almost lost. But and then they're just lazy. They don't want to play hard. They want to sit there and complain and want to play their way, and then they want to do what the coach says. It
Right.
doesn't matter what you get. You can get Timbuktu. You can get Phil
They can bring
Jackson.
back Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson can't help this roster.
Yes.
Dang,
No,
lazy. They don't want coaching. They want to play their way, and you just can't play that way right now. These teams are hungry. These teams are hungry. They want to be where we used to be at. They want to do what we did a couple years ago. You can't just sit there and have guys like, oh, we're gonna just get there, coach through the season. You can't coach through the season. They want what you have. Go ahead, Gibson. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Gibson.
Amber, by watching how Kenny Atkinson had them guys, them roller man. I wanted to slap. I admit I wanted to slap John Horse and management so hard. How could you be so idiot? Instead of we hire Atkinson, we going for our first time head coach.
I don't think that was on management. I think there was players' input on that decision.
Well, he
But
was one of the three, right? It was
Yeah, it
Kenny,
was because we had
Griffin,
Nick
and
Nurse was a possibility, Kenny Atkinson, and then it was Griffin. And I think the players is who selected Griffin.
man, that's a
I'm
bad
not
move.
gonna put that on management. That was the players. That was
but
Middleton.
I know it's not management because I know that Kenny was Horse's main guy that he wanted. Out of all
Correct.
three of them, he wanted him the most. I know that for sure.
Thank you,
That's on
thank you, brother.
Horse. He got to put his foot down. Like, I'm making the decision of what
You
this
no,
team.
no, no. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that either, bro. When you got somebody like Giannis that has the gravity of Giannis that's won a championship, he's gonna have it's gonna be his way. He like how LeBron run the Lakers, even though that genie bus team is the same thing over here. Y'all can say what y'all want. This
You also,
is what Giannis
yeah.
want, bro.
You also got to keep this in mind too. Same time that was happening, Giannis did not sign his extension yet.
Correct.
So Horse was worried about that. He's like, hey, if this guy leaves, my team's is screwed anyways.
Right.
Because if he leaves for
Man.
nothing, then what's the point?
Right.
You're right. It just
It's frustrating because the
Now,
players shouldn't have
yeah,
as much control as they do. And
I'm not,
some of
No.
this is on the players. So we might have had Kenny Atkins, even Nick Nurse. I think we're a better situation.
man.
there's another problem too with that. Is that go ahead, Dan.
Go ahead.
I'll talk after.
No, sorry. What I'm saying is this just reminds me what the Packers went through with Aaron, with the coaches and all the stuff been going on. I'm not saying that Giannis is Aaron at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the perspective of what we were talking about. Sounds like it, and we gotta make better decisions when we're trying to have a roster like this. And then, I understand Giannis wanted his guy, it just wasn't working. And it's just I just wish that we could have made a better decision on the coach before we hired Griffin. And then everybody like, I don't want Griffin up. He's making me do this. It was. I watched Brooke acting like he didn't want to go out.
But we got to bring this up too, though, in defense of all of that. Yeah, the coaching matters, but we don't have talent. Even people that came in here, Barrett that came, a lot of people came in here. The draft picks until the last 2 years have all been bombs. We haven't been able to fill or replenish this roster in years with
honest, I
our
don't remember half
actual
our draft
own
picks.
talent. I don't know if we've ever replenished. The best that we've had is recently with Ajax and AJ Green and Tyler Smith and AJ Johnson. That's in the last 2 years. Horse has been at the helm quite some time. We
One of
have
those guys
never
isn't even a
replenished
draft
this
pick.
roster.
Yeah,
Y'all
one
can
of those
talk,
guys isn't a draft
OKC, this and that. OKC drafted well.
I mean,
That's
they're
why
also
they are where
tanking.
they are. Yes, they had
Okay.
high draft picks, but you still have to draft the right people. They're drafting the right people.
Okay,
Like-
I will say this about OKC. OKC is the second team I watch. I watch them a lot, just as much as Bucks.
Okay.
There's a difference between Sam, Presti, and Horse. There's levels to this.
Right.
If Spo is the best coach in the league, Presti is by far the best GM.
GM, right.
He runs circles around everyone else. There's two smart dudes there. The old school ones, like Pop, that's Danny Ainge.
Mm-hmm.
With Utah. New school one is Presti. Those are the guys who run this league as GMs. No one else comes close to them.
I agree with that. Go
honestly,
ahead. Go ahead.
Brad
Gibson.
Stevens too. Brad Stevens as well.
Yeah,
He's
no,
actually
Brad
pretty good.
Stevens
He's
is
a
elite.
good-
Yeah, he's elite.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gibson.
It hurt on like what you said and what Pastor Mendo touched on right now. It is very, very, very sad that we can't draft our own talent, and every draft pick we have, we throw them away because we want to win now. We want to win now. We just have to take the loss.
But no, we're
hit
not
the
throwing them
rebuild.
away. It's what you said though, Gibson. This goes back to your point you've been harping on for years. We don't develop any of our young players. When is the last time the player's been developed in this decade? Just in the 2020s. Nobody. And before that, it was just Giannis. We traded to get Middleton. The last player that we've developed is Giannis. Giannis has been in the league. And maybe Brogdon. But we traded to get Middleton though. Like Middleton, that wasn't our original draft pick. He came from
I know that.
Detroit.
We did still develop him though.
Yeah, that's
the
fair.
time
Yeah.
he came in, we did develop him because he came in as a second pick. He was just a throw-in. They didn't do anything with him.
No, that's
we
fair.
did develop.
So we'll say Giannis and Khris. But how long ago was that? Them dudes is about to be 30 something.
That was 2013, 2014.
You see, 10 years, literally. It's been a decade since we developed a player. Go ahead, Gibson.
Quick question, right? So I would like to find out, right? So I wonder how management think about this when you look around the league. other teams drafting well that we can even hit a first round pick to say, well, okay, we hit something for a long time. Let's see how we could, if the for an example, let's use an example. If Milwaukee decided to get a first round pick, you don't trade that pick away for no old place. You keep that pick on draft night so you could have the number one option on the team, right? Because we haven't have a future yet. Okay, say for an example, Giannis say he decided to retire. Who the Bucks are gonna put there? Nobody, because we don't have none. We need to get it together, and Horse supposed to be done gone. Horse supposed to be in fired, man. When I look at this and it hurt me, I'm gonna see that the Bucks are struggling because we don't have talent. We have the young guys, but we ain't developed them. We have to ship them out to get old dudes on the team. Old dude after old dude after old dude. It ain't making no sense. It's very frustrating. Go ahead,
Appreciate
Pastor
that,
man.
Saul Kelly. Yeah, it is frustrating, but like we gotta understand that this team can't stay like this. There has to be moves made, and I think after the season we have to get rid of Horst for sure. And then somebody made a good suggestion. Maybe we should look at not firing Doc, but maybe move him into some type of personnel role, and then hire a different coach. We gotta.
Hey, honestly, at that point, you might as well try your shot with Rondo.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. Yeah. So you move Doc more into a
No.
leadership position, and then yeah, I'm not against Rondo. Why not?
Not him though. Please don't him. I like him as a assistant coach, but I do not want him as a.
No, I'm saying Rondo. I'm saying
Yeah,
Rondo. I would give
Rondo. I'm
Rondo
willing
a
to give a
shot,
shot.
but
I'm willing to
I
give
would want
Rondo a
Ham
shot.
on his coaching staff though.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know. This is the thing. Ham makes.
Oh, 1 second, I
Bobby,
got you, Gibson. 1 second.
I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know because Ham makes certain players good, but he also makes everyone else worse at the same time. I don't know.
So
I saw how the Lakers were a little bit with him. It did not. It was good and bad. Now some of it was because the players were just bad fitting.
Right.
Because the Westbrook fit was terrible for them. That's on the management. Same time though, it's like they could have very easily beaten Nuggets.
Right.
They would have not at least gotten 6 games. Some of those games were winnable. But Ham would just decide to play something that we're having a problem too with right now is that what's his name? Torian Prince is getting 20 minutes. That will change as Khris gets back. Whenever he gets back. that might be my New Year wish. I said New Year wish for a reason. Because that's probably likely.
All right, y'all. We're gonna do a round robin. There's quite a few people in the green room. I'm gonna do a cycle them in here. Well, go ahead, Gibson. Then we'll go to Bleach Report Boston and go to Pass. Go ahead, Gibson.
My last chance is right now. I just pray that the Bucks will try trade some of these players and at least we get something back. Don't let them go for nothing. Let's get a few picks we could keep and use down the line or something. That's my biggest concern. And just don't fire Doc. Move him in the front office and let him deal with something. And then bring in my coach. I would like for the Bucks to try to see who they could get on this team. It's like, man, they probably done ban him out of the league now. He blackballed. Why Doc could get all these coaches? He was milking that 08 championship for years. He living off that.
Right.
Why
it's not the championship. He knows how to talk to people. That's his best.
Right. He's a politician.
He's a great politician.
Hold on 1 second. Monalando, appreciate the $5 super chat, my bro. It's not a software issue, it's a hardware issue. We still using dial-up when other teams is using 5G. Torian Prince played well, but Trent underperformed. Shout out for the IT analogy. I'm picking up everything you putting down. Shout out to Monalando. Hey, I would have just said we on AM, everybody else is on FM, but I'm picking up what you putting down, though, bro. I'm picking up what you putting down. Go ahead, Gibson.
Why is Mark Jackson can't get a shot if Doc Rivers?
We done already talked about this. They are not gonna let him into the back, bro. That's a wrap. He done said way too much controversial stuff. It's over, bro.
He's too religious for them.
Yeah, you can go Google. You can Google some of the stuff he said, and you'll know like they're not gonna allow that in the NBA, bro. So you don't even gotta bring him up ever again, bro. it's a wrap.
I know.
Just like Dwight Howard, he'll never be allowed in the NBA ever again. Never again,
I know.
bro. Yeah, you
We
don't got to
know.
bring them up. That's a wrap.
So salute to the panel. Salute to
Appreciate you.
everybody.
Hold on one second.
I pray.
We'll let y'all out together. Hold on 1 second, Gibson. Go ahead, pass,
Go
and then we'll go Bleacher Report boss.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking at the trade finder and see who is available and who isn't. I'm
There
gonna
we
start
go.
watching more teams of who is looking great. I've heard some things from the Wizards is that Corey Kispert is available for trade. Now he is a young player, so I expect them to ask for some picks.
Right.
But Pat probably won't do enough. You're gonna have to package that with something. So if you could do this, you try to get Marjan out.
Right, we gotta get rid of Marjan.
Marjan's the first one you can get rid of because you can get picks for him.
Right.
You can get rid of Bobby as well because you can also get picks for him. You can probably get a first for Bobby. I'm positive that because that was one of that we even last year when Bobby was still bad, he was still getting some trade value and his contract's good.
Right.
People will take that contract off because it's not a terrible contract. So those two players you have easy to get off. Pat is difficult because he just sucks. Simple as that. And no one wants to pay $9 million to a white man who can't jump.
And we're hilarious. Go ahead, Bleacher Report boss. I'm gonna tap y'all in 1 second. Go ahead, Bleacher Report boss.
That man, you have to hit the fire button after that.
Right.
But yeah, I just feel like after this game, I don't want to hear no slander tonight on Dame or Giannis tonight. They played their tails off tonight, and Prince too. It just showed clear to me tonight. It showed clearly that they gotta make a move to fix this bench because it's too much guys missing shots, wide open shots. And I remember somebody was like, "Well, why do you keep shooting all these threes?" I'm like, "They're missing them.
They're open. Yeah, I agree.
Open, they're missing." I'm like, "You can't be in the NBA. You can't hit these shots."
Right.
I mean, y'all pass the ball. Now I see why y'all they take the ball, try to go in because they ain't hitting it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like I'm with like you gotta make these shots. Otherwise, they ain't passing the ball to you. But other than that, I'm not super mad. It was a good game and they had a chance to win. But it just the snowball got to stop at some point, and they got to make a move if it's gonna continue.
Facts.
It's just too much. It's too much. They got to do something pretty soon because I don't want to just. It's like that dark place I used to be a Buck.
They gonna make the right moves, bro. They gonna make the right moves.
I hope so.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in, bro. Appreciate y'all.
Man, get the likes up.
Yeah, get the likes up. Yeah, get the likes up. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. Pass. Gibson. Bleacher Report boss. Thank you. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm going to get this reorganized. Give me a second. Let me get the chat organized here. Tap in Kill. Tap in Tay. Gentlemen, bottom left, we got the homie Kale out there in Charlotte. Then we got the homie at the bottom right. Pronte, what's good? Looking like he should be in some type of hood movie. Shotters or something. He on the phone, got the Yankee cap on, got the chains on. What's good, Pronte? What's good? Kale, what's good?
What's good, y'all? What's up, man?
Hey, what's good? Hey, I'm gonna let you go first, Kale, then we'll go to Pronte. Go ahead, Kale.
Okay, man. But yeah, y'all, I'm going back to what you were saying a while ago, man, about, you don't know what the fix is, man. I'll say the same thing. I said it last year when we were going through with the Adrian Griffin thing. Some of these guys needed to go when Bud went because they were key pieces to what the system that Bud ran. Just like when you have a defensive or offense coordinator and you sign certain players that fit that coordinator scheme, but when they leave, the team get rid of them, trade them away, let them go, whatever. Like Brook, he fit what Bud did with that drop coverage. Brook fit that. Because before then, Brook was...
Go ahead.
Because, yeah, like before then, you know what I'm saying, Brook was rotting away in L.A. Everybody thought he was washed.
Exactly.
Pat, he's a Bud guy. Like, I don't know what Pat was doing in Portland. I don't remember him being in Portland, honestly. But he got over here, he fit what Bud wanted to do. Same thing with Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis was a Bud guy, not defensively, because he's been trashed defensively since he's been here. Some people will have you believe that Bobby is a good defender. I don't know what they be looking at.
Bobby
Bobby ain't
defense
never
is
been a good defender.
bro. It's
Never.
getting worse though.
Never been a good
Yeah.
defender. Not one time in his career. But keep going.
But yeah, like some of these guys, man, they need to go when Bud left. Like I know Doc said the core six, Dame, Khris, Brooke, Pat, Bobby, Giannis. That's the core six supposed to be.
That's the problem.
Two of those
That's
three
the main
players,
problem, right? That's the main
yeah.
problem.
There's no such thing as a core six. But keep going.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. But like two of them guys gotta go. In my opinion, out of the three guys, that two of them gotta go is between Bobby, Brooke, and Pat. Cause I don't really know what you can
Let's
get for
throw
Khris.
Beauchamp
Cause
in there too. We can throw Beauchamp in there too. Beauchamp out of there too.
right. But yeah, I don't think Khris is going anywhere because I don't really know what you can get for him because he's often injured. So I don't really know what you can swing for that. But I think Bobby and Brooke will bring you back the most value. Cause
Yeah.
Pat, don't nobody want the white George Hill, man. Don't nobody want that, man. Don't nobody want him, man. He's stuck.
That's an upgrade.
No, not George Hill. The last couple years he was
George
here.
Hill ain't
No, that
never
ain't
been
no
better than
upgrade.
George Hill. Not
You
one
said
day
what?
in his life. I said he ain't never been better than George Hill.
than George.
Never been better than George Hill.
Nah, I'm
Never.
just
One day
saying.
in his life has he been
I
better than
feel where
George
you
Hill.
coming from. I feel where you coming from. But
I'm
yeah, man.
just saying because when George Hill was here those last couple of years,
Oh
George
yeah, he
Hill
was
will
terrible.
sit there and get about 20 minutes and put up 3 points.
And then get 40
Like,
put on it.
yeah, like that's I'm
Hill
just
was
saying that in
better than
reference
Pat
to that.
Connaughton.
Player for player, George Hill's better than Pat Connaughton. Player for player, career for
At
career,
least
of
he'll play
course.
some defense.
Yeah, true.
He was a tall point guard. At least he can run point. And
Yeah,
Dame,
he could. He could. But yeah, like that, I think that Bobby and Brooke will bring you back the most value because on a contending team, Bobby Portis could start. He
Right.
could be a starting power forward on any other team in the league. Brooke, if you got a team that's good on the perimeter defensively and you need a rim protection, Brooke would be perfect. They both on expiring contracts. So I feel like
that's
those
what I'm
two can get you
saying.
back some kind of
All of them.
value.
Right. I agree. Especially the expiring contract of Brooke,
All of
23
them. Chris
million.
Middleton has an attractive contract
Yeah.
now.
That
Bobby
is
has an
true.
attractive
We're complaining about it
contract
because
now.
there's lack of production, but to another team as an expiring contract.
It's an expiring contract.
Yeah.
You can get real
Right.
value from that because teams that aren't going to make the playoffs will just pick up those contracts because they can dump them. So all those players, the Bucks got that. I was reading an article. They said next year the Bucks are going to have financial flexibility around Damian Giannis because of those contracts coming off
Right.
the books. But at the end of the day, as far as this game, as far as like what you said was on point, some of these players should have left. They ain't
Yeah.
gone when Bud left. Like there's no Brook Lopez is only good in a certain system around certain things. You know what I mean? He still has value. And right now he's still showing value because he got like 2 blocks a game. So
Right.
you can still trade him.
As a
Some teams
defensive stopper with some 3-point ability, even though he hasn't shown it this year. Brooke has been so bad from 3 this year.
yeah, he has been, but everybody on the Bucks have been so bad from D3 this year. And Dame killed on three today, but before that, even he was shooting slumping. And I think that's just Dame. That's just the way Doc did the offseason. I think that's on Doc. Doc did that on the offseason. He de-emphasized the three. He de-emphasized practice. He de-emphasized installing plays.
Yeah.
He was talking about some other stuff, and they went to California and they partied, and they didn't practice. And we can see it. This is the preseason for the Bucks right now. You know,
That's
only
a
people
that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
This is only people that came and played and was ready to play was Dame and Giannis. Like I've been saying this all year long. We've been putting Dame versus Giannis, but to me, Dame and Giannis is playing better together this year.
No, I
It's
agree. I agree.
Dame and
I think that's
Giannis.
the fan base because some people is
Some
weird that
people
it's like
like
they don't want
Dame
to see
game. Some
Dame
people
play
like
well.
Giannis game.
Yeah.
They prefer to see Dame do his thing, or they prefer to see Giannis game. But really, they are doing what you expect to do. They've been averaging like 30 points a game, except for one game. So you can't really get no more out of them. My thing is
Don't you think they playing too many minutes, Pronte?
I said that. I said that a couple days ago. They played 40 minutes in a
And I
loss.
think that's why Dame can't play with the pace he want to play. They're D'ing him up full. They're full court pressing him off every inbound. If y'all paying attention, they are pressing Dame full court every inbound because they know that, hey, if we can get him tired, we can really get the Bucks up out of here because they ain't got nobody else.
Yeah,
Him and Giannis, what? And we think about that. They let Giannis and Dame both go for damn near 40 and we still lose. How often is that gonna happen?
let's be honest. They've been doing that besides the Memphis game all year. They've been
They,
they've been the best duo in the league all
They,
year. Besides that one game.
arguably the
yeah.
best duo in the league. I agree with you. And no
So
wins
my
to
thing
one
is,
win to show for it.
that's why I kept saying and I've been saying this for the first game. The role players aren't doing their job. They haven't been playing defense. They haven't been hustling, and they haven't been knocking down open shots. People been
That
saying
open
Giannis.
shot, I mean, we got to talk about Gary Trent Jr. I know he in a shooting slump, and I hope he get out of it soon.
But for some reason we can't bench him. And I've been saying you need to bench Jerry Crenshaw. And then somebody said, well, he just played like that at the beginning of the season. Well, that's costing us 5 losses.
Because
Let's
if
be
he
honest.
hit 2 threes today, we win this game. He just had to hit 2.
I mean, we talked about Malik Beasley and his poor defense, but what was he doing? He was knocking down those open shots
Right.
consistently. And
Yeah.
that's all Giannis and Dame need is somebody that they can pass to when they get
Just one.
triple.
I thought it was gonna be AJ Green, but he fell out of
They're not even
rotation.
really,
he
but they're not really
he
even
been
playing.
bricking.
I
He's
still
been
trust
bricking.
AJ Green in that lineup more than I trust Gary Trent at this point.
Agreed.
Gary Trent needs to be on the bench until he comes out of his slump. Because I think the thing about Gary Trent, and this is what I know, he's playing for a contract. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So he's not even playing for the wins. He's putting too much stress on himself because he wants to prove that he deserves a bigger contract to the league. But he's sabotaging his own game. If you play to win a championship, you're going to get the bigger contract. But he's not
Right.
playing for that. He's playing to reestablish his name in the league. And that's a problem because now
Right.
he's not doing what you want him to do and what you need him to do on this team. On this team, you need Gary Trent to knock down open threes. Point blank, period. That's what you need him to do. That's what that player in that shooting guard position, when Giannis driving and he kick out, you need it to be almost automatic.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And that's not what Gary Trent. He is breaking threes. Literally just killing the
1
game.
of 7 today. I mean, he's shooting terrible.
Missing
I know Dame had a
floaters.
stinker the other day, but besides that, he's been shooting pretty good from 3.
He been shooting pretty good, but his threes is off. But his threes is back. But that because that's Dame. You know what I mean? He
Right.
gonna get his threes up. But Gary Trent,
right.
we know he might go down, but he going up. If he down, he gonna go up. That's because he's a legit player. Like he's legit. It ain't no fluke with him. Now
Right.
with Gary
So
Trent, we don't know what he's
but
supposed
go,
to bring to the Bucks.
What do y'all think about Taurean Prince? I think once Middleton come back and he go back to the bench, it'll help the bench. Taurean Prince been one of our best role players so far this year. Most consistent and steady.
The
yeah,
thing is,
I think that'll I think whenever Khris do come back that will, you know what I'm saying, help the bench definitely. But you can't fall in love with Taurean Prince though, because like my wife, she's a Lakers fan. So like I seen it firsthand last year, like the whole thing with how Taurean Prince getting all these minutes starting and everything like that. Like he'll play good for a stretch and then like it's gonna go downhill, then y'all will be pissed off with him too.
my thing is we have to get, and this is on Doc. Like for real, this is on Doc. He brought in players, right? And he sabotaged the players that was already there. You see what I'm saying? Like the players that he was developing, like an AJ Green, and he automatically put them when he got Gary Trent, and he said we're gonna start Taurean Prince. He didn't make it a competition for role players. So now you got entitled role players. I've been saying the Bucks and role players are a little too entitled.
Mm-hmm.
They think they can perform bad and still get paid or still, you know what I mean, still not matter. But they've been playing terrible and they ain't been put on the bench. They ain't been put in back of the rotation. And most a good coach would have been done that. Let's be honest. If you ain't doing your job, they gonna push you and put somebody else that's gonna do the job. And that's not what Doc is doing. He's just saying, like play content. What did he say last year? Oh, he need to work his way out for something. We need to get him more
Yeah,
time. You
yeah.
don't
We
need to
need him in
get
the
Pat
playoffs. We
Connaughton
need him in the
more
playoffs.
anything.
Can
You
you
don't need to get him
imagine saying that you need Pat Connaughton? You're in a bad space as a team, an organization, if you need Pat Connaughton.
But see that right there goes back to that core six thing, which really, in my opinion, because
exactly.
Dame wasn't around for the championship, so I look at it more as like a core five. But he's gonna depend on and lean on them guys that was on that championship
No,
team. He's gonna
I think.
give the minutes to Brooke, to Pat, to Bobby. He's gonna lean on them boys.
I mean, there's no such thing as a core six. Let's be honest. You got a core two and a core three at max on any team.
Max.
Max on any team. On this team is a core two. If Middleton ever plays, maybe a core three. But
Two and a
Middleton
half.
never plays, so he's a core two and a half. So you don't have everybody else needs to perform or they need to be benched. You got to hold these role players accountable because they're the reason why you're losing. You can't get two players almost scoring 40 points and still lose a ball game.
Bro, how is that possible? Go ahead,
They
bro.
was both almost at one point averaging 30 points a game. They probably both averaging almost 30 points right now,
Not
and they
right
only
now,
lost one
bro.
game. That's Shaq and Kobe right there. The thing that the league was fearing, but now the role players ain't even playing. They just out here just hot dogging it and not breaking everything. And who fault is that but the coach? You see
Hold
what I'm
on one
saying?
sec. Hold on one sec. Our homie Pass in the super chat. Hold on one sec. What up, Pass? Appreciate the $5 super chat. I was laughing my ass off when Doc said he used to scheme against Pat of all people. What? This man is just a walking liar. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's crazy. What's wrong with Doc Rivers, bro?
That's why we was beating him because he was wasting his time. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Scheming against Pat? That don't even make sense. That make you sound stupid. That make you sound dumb. You scheming for Pat? What Pat? Man, at the max, he gonna give you 10 points on a good game. Like,
Max.
what are you talking
Max.
about? Scheming for him to do what? Fly by you so you can pump fake? Like, what are you scheming against? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, Doc need to just stop. I know he played golf with Pat, and that's his buddy now. But chill. Bench Pat.
No,
Bench
you're
Pat.
right. Hey, Kerry said
Dude,
Bochamp need to go. Yeah, Bochamp is already on the trading block. I'm sure.
do y'all think that Doc can sit up there and he has the do you think that he has the confidence from upper management and ownership that, like, hey yo, if Gary Trent, Torian, whoever else ain't playing good, hey yo, run them young bucks. Do you think that, like, he got the confidence from them to do that? He could, like, actually, like, get that off?
My thing
Mm.
is Doc is the coach.
Yeah,
Right.
I think he's the problem with the young
He's
players.
the
It's him.
problem.
He's the
They're not
problem.
telling
He's
him
the
the lineups
reason.
he got to put in. These players on 1 year contracts. What are we talking about? Like, they ain't, man, come on now. You can't.
But he does the weird infatuation that Doc has with Pat
Pat,
Connaughton
because they
is
the
very
same
concerning.
person. They've
They're
been
it's very
finessing.
concerning, bro.
They've
Seriously.
been finessing people their whole life. They've been building relationships to get their jobs their whole life. They the same person. They the same exact person.
That's why they like this.
That's why
That's
they
why
like this. They've been
my
over
man Bronte.
underachieving their whole life. Like they know how to finesse the game. That's why they kick it off. And they know how to golf. So that's another thing to it. So Doc like Pat because he can understand Pat. And
Right. He said he can understand Pat is
so he gonna give him a shot because Pat making his money. He didn't build a relationship with Doc. He didn't build a relationship with Dane. He didn't build a relationship. He just secured his spot with no achievements. He playing minutes that he don't know.
hold on. This man said he hit with no achievements is
None.
crazy. That was actually funny as hell. He said no achievements.
He ain't achieved nothing to deserve playing time, and we know that. And he the first person off the
Oh,
bench, the
Fontaine
second
is
person off
mad.
the bench. Like let somebody else come in. Put AJ John. Johnson in, put AJ Green, put another AJ in.
Right.
With
I'm mad that we sent AJ Johnson down to the G League to keep it real. I don't think he needed to go to the G League.
I think he'd have been did better than Pat. That's all I know.
Yo, so I got this question right here for y'all because I wasn't able to watch the game until like the very end because I had work tonight. So I saw that the box score was pretty much close like the whole game.
Yeah.
Was it that Cleveland was just missing shots tonight, or was the defense looking better?
Defense. Bobby
Defense
Portis.
was better. Really the Bucks started. They was blowing them out at first,
right?
Oh, word.
And then they start giving up a whole bunch of threes out of nowhere. Just
like we do,
like we do.
Yeah,
like they lose up by like almost 20,
right?
And then in the first quarter, and then they just start giving up a whole bunch of threes, and they start playing defense for a while. You know, and Ajax, I like Ajax. People will be like, "Oh, Ajax," but Ajax is he has to make a layup. Like, what is he doing? Passing
I
the ball
think it's scared.
the
He's
basket.
a little scared.
Well, do we need a Ben Simmons? Because that's crazy. That's exactly what Ben Simmons do. Like, he remind me of Ben Simmons when he do that. Like, what is he doing? Like, you in the NBA, you telling me you can't go up and make a layup?
Right.
I think he'd be deferring. I think he'd be deferring to the vets too much.
No, the bro was in front of the basket and passed it all the way back to the other side of the court. We looking like Giannis was like, what the? Giannis was mad. Like, dog, just go up and dunk it or lay it up. You in front of the basket. What you passing it for? Even if you miss, you got to take that shot. Like, he don't take the shots, and that's exactly what Ben Simmons do. What is he scared of?
Facts.
So what if Ben Simmons is a good defender? So what? He's a cancer to every team he owns because he doesn't crazy. Like he has a layup and then he passes it up. That's no good in the NBA. So until Ajax get out of that, he's almost unplayable until he starts doing that. If he starts doing that, he's really playable. But it doesn't make any sense to me. That dude is that athletic. He don't want to go up and dunk the ball.
That's fair. That's fair.
Especially when he done got some crazy putback.
He literally gets the ball in a dunker spot and passes the ball every time. It's like, bro, you don't know how to make a layup in the NBA?
Yeah, no, that is wild. Though. I definitely agree that is wild. I mean, we got another game coming up Monday. I mean, maybe we got to beat the Jazz. If we don't beat the Jazz, we need immediate trades. It need to happen immediately. Like,
we can't trade nobody, y'all.
I thought it was a back-to-back with Cleveland first. So the next game is Utah.
Yeah, I think. Wait, let me double check.
I think it might be Cleveland.
It might be Cleveland. Let me check. Hold on. Let me check. Let me go to the Bucks here. Y'all go ahead. I'm just pulling this up.
Okay. No, I'm just thinking that I think that Giannis' name is locked in this year.
Yep, I agree.
If Doc could get the other players where they supposed to be on the court and comfortable in their role.
Okay, it's Cleveland on 11-4. Yeah, so it's back-to-back Cleveland, then Utah on the 7th. Okay.
Right. So I had a quick question too for both you, Pronte and so I know earlier you was talking about when you first started, you was talking about potentially trading Khris for BI.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is to both of y'all with this right here. Do y'all trust, if that were to happen, BI in a clutch playoff big moment?
I don't think.
I think he has it in him. He hit big shots. He just hit a big shot the other day.
Here's the thing about BI. I don't trust BI. It's better than having somebody that doesn't play.
That's the thing, right?
That's the thing. Middleton doesn't play, so he's not better than Middleton in any basketball situation to me. However, we never see Middleton play anymore, so it's hard to. But if you're gonna trade with this team, you clearly need some help to win, right? You need some help to win. You need another player that's gonna give you some consistent scoring, or you need a player that can improve your defense.
Hold on,
you know what I mean?
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Pat with $2 super chat. Pat is playing because he's our Make-A-Wish. It feel like that. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hold on. Hey, Pronte guy back in the super chat. No strays. ENT, our favorite op. Anyone want to address the potato head in the room? maybe Giannis leaking a trade, make the other players not play hard to decrease their trade
Yeah,
value.
here's the thing. Like I feel like Giannis just talk. I
Shout
feel
out to
like
No Strays.
yeah, but that's fake. That's fake. Like people won a championship with Kobe. You know how much stuff Kobe talked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All superstars talk crazy. You know what I mean? That ain't the point. The point is when you got a Shaq and Kobe, they made the other players play well, and the Phil Jackson made sure that they knew what they were supposed to do out there. I think some of our players are playing for contracts and not wins, and that's the
Mm.
problem. Like we got a couple
Bobby is
players,
definitely playing for a contract.
they're not playing to win; they're playing to get a contract. Gary Trent's playing to get a contract. He's not playing to win a championship, and I think some of the players that they picked up are not playing for the right reasons, and you can see it. You know what I mean on the
I
court.
agree
They're
with
not.
you.
I mean, Ja Morant threw a alley hoop from his butt, and nobody died on the ball because they're not playing to win. You see what I'm saying? They're playing for a contract, so they get mad when they're not getting their shots because how they gonna be seen and get that contract? So and they putting too much pressure on themselves.
Appreciate you,
Because they
Drake
trying to
Less.
get contracts. Play to win, and you'll get the contract. But they're not doing that. That's the role players.
Right.
That's not Giannis and Dame. They can get traded to anybody. Anybody gonna take them.
Right. Right.
Like
Anybody gonna
they don't
take
have to
him?
leak a trade about Giannis. Don't have to leak a trade about Giannis. There's very few teams in the league that won't take Giannis.
Right. Facts.
There's very few teams in the league that won't take Dame. So at the end of the
Right.
day, that don't matter to them. Giannis don't leak trades. What happens is the NBA wants their superstars in certain markets. They've
Correct.
been trying to get
Right.
Giannis out of Milwaukee since he won MVP. And
Right.
that's a fact. So anytime he says something, I think he just trolls the media and they run away with it and he just laughs at them because he ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? And so the players don't really buy into that. It's just the media makes
Okay.
a narrative that's never going to happen.
Oh, one
Like y'all,
second. I think this is a good comment. It's Moose 414. Shout out to you, my dude. I wouldn't trade BI for Middleton. Hold on. I wouldn't trade BI for Middleton. I would trade Brook and Portis for BI. I like that.
So okay, if you set up, then you did that. So okay, you one of them two is gonna play the two, whether it be
Right.
Khris, whether it be Bi. One of them two, and who's gonna be your third big off the bench? I guess at that point, Tyler Smith is gonna
Right.
be getting some burn at that
Right.
point. So who's gonna at that point? Okay, Bobby gone. Who's the sixth man?
It would have to be Torian Prince.
Mm.
It have to be Torian. And then
first of
that would
all,
force us to play the young dudes too.
first of all, the Bucks don't have an identity, so they got
Agreed.
to decide they're gonna be a defensive team or offensive team. First of all, and that's what Giannis means by identity. They got firepower, they got superstars. They got to determine what type of basketball they're gonna play.
Right.
What they're gonna hang their hat on. Like the thing is, at the end of the game, you didn't know if Milwaukee could get a stop. Then they did.
Right. Right. Right.
You
Yep.
didn't know they was gonna automatically score a bucket, and they did. So you don't know what you're
I
getting. Milwaukee Bucks
I
don't
feel
have an
like
identity.
though. I feel like though the identity was pretty much made when you traded for Dame. When Drew got up out of here, West was gone, Javon was gone, Grayson was gone, and you got Damian Lillard. I think that pretty much was the writing on the wall that we are not going to be the defensive team that we were for the past
Right.
5 years with Bud. This is going to have to be more of a offensive team, but you're going to have to play average defense, at least
My point
average.
is maybe so. My thing is look at Bud and Phoenix now. Look at Phoenix now. Because Bud came with an identity for his team. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? They looking like the Milwaukee Bucks used to look with
Fair.
KD.
Fair.
So my thing is, they 4-1, 5-1. They beating good teams. They ain't beating bums.
Right.
So my thing is like, and they got stars. We got just as many stars as them. But it's just the system that he put them in, and he catered it. And now KD and Booker running that system. He ain't got a big man. He ain't got Brook Lopez.
Right.
They still playing better defense than they did last year. They still winning games. They still spread the court. They still knocking down threes. My thing is, we need our coach to come with an identity. What do you do?
I'm
Look at a
saying that.
Thibodeau team. What does a Thibodeau team do? You know they're gonna eventually play good defense.
Defense.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What does a Doc team do?
We thought it was defense. We thought.
Exactly. So if you're a defensive coach, Doc, then get some defensive players in the game. That's my point. Like, don't be picking up a whole bunch of offensive players and you a defensive coach. You don't even know how to coach offense.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you get somebody else to do that. You get players that you know that's gonna hustle, get
Right.
that loose ball, go lock somebody up at the end of the game. Because you know if you lock it in on defense, you gonna automatically win. Because you got Damian Giannis for automatic buckets.
Automatic facts. That I agree with you. I agree.
So,
I'm
but
taking
now
notes
you
for
got a
sure.
team that don't know what they do. Are we gonna be offense and we gonna run and gun? Are we gonna outscore teams or are we gonna out defend teams? They don't have a clue. You know,
And with the players
sometimes
that
they
they
get back
have,
on defense. Sometimes they leak out. I saw too many times this game where the Bucks did not go. Half of the team leaked out and left one person to rebound. That's what an
Yeah.
offensive team would do. You know, not secure and just try to throw it ahead. So are we going to play offensive style of basketball, or defensive style? Where we secure the rebound, we lock on defense. Even if we miss a shot, we get back on D, we lock in, and we go to the next possession. The Bucks don't have that type of identity right now. They just like Damian
right,
Giannis.
Hey,
Damian Giannis.
Pronte spitting, y'all. Get the
Press the
mics up.
Damian
Pronte
Giannis
spitting.
button. Press the Damian Giannis button right now. That's all they doing, and that's all Doc.
they spamming it. Hey, Pronte, they
They
be
spamming
spamming
Damian
it.
Giannis.
they spamming it.
We
But the
saw.
thing
We
honestly,
been
is,
seeing it
honestly
all
we
though,
year.
running them into the ground, y'all. They can't play
honestly,
40 minutes every game, bro. They can't do that.
And
That's not.
on top of that, Amra, 40 minutes and losing.
Yeah, that's that.
That's the worst part about it all. They playing 40 minutes, dropping down there 40, 30 apiece, and still losing.
That locker room got to be different. That's why I said got to be issues. I mean, Dame and Giannis got to be looking at cats in the locker room when they get dressed like, yo, I should slide your jaw, right? I mean, it got to be some tension in the locker room. We done lost 5 games in a row, and we can't blame our stars. It
Yeah.
got to be some tension in that locker room. It got to be.
it gotta be shaken up.
Bro.
It's gotta be shaken up.
Like, what is DeLon
Like,
Wright been
it gotta
doing?
be
Like,
shaken up.
are you a defensive player or
We
what?
thought Gary Trent was going to come in and be our best 2 guards since Michael Redd. He barely playing better than Pat Connaughton.
Is he playing better than Pat Connaughton? What are we talking about? He looking like baby Pat out there.
Bro.
Like, what are you talking about?
Man.
He looking worse than Pat Connaughton. Like, dude ain't making. He breaking layups.
Yeah,
His one-on-one package is zero.
it's just ridiculous. But I'm gonna let y'all get y'all last words. I'm in the comment section before it get too late here. Let's go ahead with you first, Pronte, then we'll go to Kill.
I do like what I'm seeing in the Bucks. I feel like if they get their role players together, Damian and Giannis is locked in for the year. They might both average 30 all year long.
That's what I'm thinking, or close to it.
And they only gonna get better. They only gonna get better and develop better. But if they can start winning, then they gonna get real hyped about what they doing.
Right.
The thing is, they're doing it in a losing effort, so it's holding them back. So Doc, Giannis, Dame, they need to get into the role players real tough and make sure that you get the right people on the court. And I heard Doc talking about we got to change our rotation. You think you got to change? You just figured that out? Like, you think that?
Pronte's in his bag. Hey, yo, shout out to
Pronte.
Hold on. Shout out to Pronte. He been in his bag since he tapped in today. Go
I
ahead,
gotta change my rotations, Doc. You ain't getting none off the bench. You ain't getting none out of your role players.
Right, nothing.
You might want to tap in. You should have tapped in games. You should have tapped in the preseason. Because you too busy going bowling and shit. You know, watching movies and going to the Space Center talking about we need to build a bond. No, only person that need to build a bond is Damian Giannis.
That's it.
Everybody else need to practice. They need to get in their roles and know what the hell they doing on the court because they don't know. They running around. I mean, here's the thing, and I'm gonna get off. I done seen them pump fake a pass too many times on this team. If you're gonna pass the ball, pass the ball. If you're gonna shoot the ball, be ready to shoot the ball. What's all this hesitation and stuff? Like, they don't know, and that's back to coaching.
Right.
Coach your role players so they can do what they're supposed to do on the court. And if they ain't doing what they're supposed to do, get them the hell out the game.
I agree.
And that's it. And that's what we're not seeing. I'm done.
Damn, Pronte. Man, shout out to hold on, man.
Nah,
Shout out to Pronte today. He was in his bag on the weekend. This is weekend Pronte action. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Kill.
But yeah, man, pretty much, man, I pretty much agree with a lot of what Ponce was just saying.
Yeah, he was spit.
Like Doc, pretty much, man, play the young guys, get the young guys out there. If Gary Trent isn't making shots, if Brooks is not trying to rebound, not trying to box out, if daggone Torian Prince is booty cheeks that particular game, man, sit there, put the young boys in, put AJ Green in, see if he
Just
can
put
get
an
out his slump.
AJ
Put
in. Just
AJ
put an
Johnson in,
AJ in. Just put an AJ
Ajax,
in. Right.
AJ
yeah,
in.
any of them. Put Ty Smith out there. If Bobby's
Right.
up here playing like trash, put Ty Smith out there. Like, man,
Make them earn it, man.
them
Make
young
them
boys
earn
is
their
hustling.
minutes. These
That's
players
a
are
fair
not
point.
earning
What
their
you
minutes.
just said, make them earn it. It's been too much
Right.
given to people that haven't earned it. That's key. What you just said, Pronte, is key. They haven't earned nothing for the minutes, and they keep getting them. Pat ain't earned no 20 minutes a game. Are you
Gary
kidding
Trent
He
me?
should be at
deserves
the
to
end of
be
the
on the
bench.
bench.
He should take the Nasus' spot.
That's what
Since the
we
Nasus
thought
ain't
was
here,
gonna happen.
Pat
We
should be
was
there.
laughing literally we know, Pronte. We was laughing in the off season talking about Pat gonna be at the end of the bench. There's no way he could get no PT. Now look.
First off, second off the bench. First off the bench.
Go ahead, Kim. Go ahead, Kim.
He should be at the end of the bench since the
Right.
Nasus is hurt right now. Pat should be in that spot. I said last year, AJ Green can do what Pat can do. AJ Green can do that.
Right.
Like, put them
I
young boys
saw
in there,
Russell
put
Westbrook
them
get
boys out
benched.
there that want to hustle, that want to work.
Facts. Appreciate
I
you.
saw Russell Westbrook get DNPs, and he's a former MVP.
Right.
You know what I
Fact.
mean? But we can't,
Receipts.
and we can't bench Pat Connaughton and give him a DNP. We can't bench Gary Trent. We can't send messages to those players, but we get MVPs and other teams get
Getting
benched
benched.
for whole games. Like, what are we doing in the Bucks? Who got like? Why does
Who's
the
controlling this team? Is it the
who's,
inmate? The inmates are running the asylum here, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's not.
Doc relationships is running the asylum. His relationships is running the asylum.
Mm.
He need to it's all relationship based. It ain't proving nothing. He ain't forcing his players to prove nothing.
All right, no,
And
I
that's the
feel
problem.
you. I feel you. But I appreciate y'all tapping in. Kale, as usual, appreciate you tapping in. Pronte, you know you a staple up here. Kale, we hope you coming back soon. Appreciate y'all. Hey, next game, I think we're gonna talk about a win because we can beat Cleveland. We just need a little help, y'all. We can beat Cleveland.
I think the boom is coming, man. I
Yeah,
think it's
I agree.
coming.
There we go. Let's leave it
I
at
think it's
that.
coming.
Yeah,
They
appreciate
close.
y'all. Go ahead. What you say, Pronte?
I just say they close. You got Damian and Giannis locked in the way they locked in.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get your players. I don't care if they suck on offense, but they better play defense.
There we go. Facts.
They gotta do something.
No, I agree with you on that one. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Kel. Appreciate you, Pronte. Always dropping gems up in here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all get them likes up. Appreciate you. All right, Pronte. Appreciate you, bro. Are y'all not entertained by this high level comments, high level debate we have here? Hey, it's not just the information, it's the presentation as well. Salute the friends and family, Bucks Nation. Tap in the homie here. Just seeing you tap in. Let me get you in here too before we get up out of here. Last but not least, the homie Brandon. What's good, Brandon? So tell me how you felt about the game today, bro.
Hey, I think I agree with everyone saying. And here's the reason why I put in the comment. I said my bad need to get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And also I Damian Giannis already locked in. I did the game.
We just need the others to hoop, bro. We just need a couple
Yeah,
other people to step up.
it,
Torian been in a nice streak. We need somebody to get going. We really need Gary Trent to start shooting better. That's the problem.
and Cody Blake, he played well.
Yeah.
But we just need the others to step up.
They need some help, bro. And Middleton need to come back too. Middleton, you a mark.
We
Go
cannot
ahead.
depend on all night. We can't. We
And we
can't.
can't be letting Dame and Giannis play 40 minutes either, bro. I'm starting to get tight. I'm getting tight as every time I see Rivers, I'm starting to get tight. I see the Beijing on. I'm just getting frustrated. We need to get these young guys hooping, Brandon. We need to just what's the worst that can happen? We're not getting any production from the bench anyway.
I think it's time. I agree with everybody would say it. Time to play. Bobby B. Brooke.
Yeah.
Georgia.
All
They're
need to
all
go,
the.
bro. Get all the marks up out of here, bro. They all marks. Get them up out of here.
This was why. This was why. We should not trade. We should not resign Brooke Lopez in hard season.
Right.
Because we stayed all hard season. Even last season. We need a young athletic big that can rebound.
Yeah, I just
Lopez,
think we gotta make some trades though.
this reason why I want to get on Brooke Lopez. Brooke Lopez, you know we're struggling for three. You cannot hit no threes anymore.
Get your big butt in the paint, you Neanderthal looking dude. Get your big self in the paint. You've been chucking threes all season, ain't hit nothing. Go ahead, Brandon.
Now, why you not dominating the post like Giannis?
Right.
Oh, Brooke, you know better than that. You can hit a three, that's good. You can miss a three, just put your big booty in the play and dominate. You are not, you went to Stanford. If you went to Stanford, you should, they should ban you for not doing three.
Right. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you,
And
Brandon.
look, I think it's time for us to move on from Brooke. I think it's time to
Yeah.
move on.
But we'll know more next month and going into the beginning of the year. But yeah, we definitely need to move some people.
He can take care of his baby. He can take care of his. He can take care of hanging out with Brooke and Disneyland. And by that, he needs to take care of his family too. They're not doing nothing. They're not hurt. I think that both of them and Bobby Porter holding this thing back.
No, yeah, no, I agree with you, and I hope they move him soon. We gonna see, but we got the Packers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we back Bucks Monday. So let's hope Monday is a little different, and let's hope the Packers can do what they do tomorrow, Brandon.
You only won one game.
Right.
Really. We lost to Brooklyn,
Yeah, we done
Chicago,
lost 5 straight. Yep, 5 straight.
now and Memphis. Now Cleveland, come on now. I think this team needs to make changes.
No, I agree with you, Brandon. Appreciate you.
Alright, bro.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. We gonna be straight, bro. We gonna chop it up tomorrow. We gonna be straight, Brandon. Don't trip, bro. All right, Brandon. Go. My man, Brandon, tapping in. All right, y'all. Another great, excellent live for your number one source for Milwaukee Bucks news. Hey, number one Bucks podcast on YouTube, number one Bucks chat on YouTube. Are you not entertained by the content? We coming after every Bucks game. We coming after every Packers game. We are hitting you with the content. All I want you to do is hit the like button. We trying to blow this up. I'm trying to get 5,000 subs by the middle of next year. You feel me? Hey, help. I was hit that like button, share the content, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to friends and family of Bucks Nation. Another great live though. I'm Amber, y'all. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Where the Milwaukee Bucks lost a tough game to the Cleveland Cavaliers by 1 point, 113, 114 at home in front of Fiserv Forum. Dame and Giannis both went off. They didn't get any help because the rest of the team are full of marks. So we lost again. We've lost 5 straight. We got to figure this out sooner than later, friends and family. I'll see y'all in a couple days. If y'all love the Packers, we'll be back at it tomorrow, y'all. These dudes is playing like idiots.